Hello, Dirty Trucking here at work on my last load. I should have been doing this video Saturday, but I ain't got time to do it because I'm steady rolling, and then I didn't get a chance to do it. But it has happened. There was an accident involving Dirty Trucking trailer I was hauling on Saturday here in Detroit. On my second trip out of here, pulled out the yard around about 10:13. Got over there on Conant, right at 6 Mile. I'm coming up to the light green. I'm going across. I notice a blue pickup truck coming eastbound on 6 Mile, heading toward me. My light green, he don't appear to be slowing down. So I get across the light. My trailer's tail end is like right up under the light. I'm still looking. This guy's he's not slowing down. So this guy's finna hit the trailer. So I try to veer the truck and the trailer over into the yellow lane, the turn lane on Conant, to try to veer it away from him so he won't strike it. But I'm watching the guy. Sure enough, he's coming on across the red light. He ended up turning his vehicle, he looked like he tried to turn away from me, by turning on the Conant, but he ended up nosing out there. Got the nose of his truck ripped off. I pulled over. I seen him behind me, so I pull up a little bit so he can pull up behind me. I get out, walk to the back of the truck. Where's the guy at? Now I noticed he had a passenger in the truck, but I walk to the corner and I see a trail of water from the damage to his truck. He done turned the corner and fucking disappeared. I don't know where he at. I got the boss on the phone. I'm talking with the boss. This guy that disappeared. I don't know where he at, but he done ran into the trailer. He ran the light. I had the green light. So, a guy that was standing down there at the gas station where it happened at saw him. He walked down. I'm on the phone with the boss. This guy's talking. He said, I saw the whole thing. Yeah. So this guy ended up finding where the truck was. Somehow the truck must have turned the corner and somehow got his ass back out on 6 Mile and went down to the next light, which was Ryan. He said down there past the party store. So I walked down there. I look, yeah, that's him. So I walked to go ask my boss if we need anything, because there's no damage to the trailer. There's nothing done. There was no damage at all to the trailer. Just the front end of his truck just got ripped the fuck up. So the boss didn't advise me to walk down there due to a previous incident. The actual original driver of the truck I'm driving now was a news story here in Detroit. He was that good Samaritan that stopped to assist a young lady who was broadsided by some guys in the car. He approached them to try to keep them from leaving, and they killed him. That he was the driver of the truck I'm in now. Right now, the original driver of it. So my boss was afraid of me approaching him down there. I said, well, it's broad daylight. This area is the police area over here on 6 Mile, and I used to be from around here back in the early days. So I don't see no harm in it. I'll go down there and snap a picture of the license plate and the front end damage, but there was no need for us to have it because he didn't do any damage to the trailer. But when I get down there, I'm walking towards it, I see a red truck, like a van-like truck, diagonal across the light. And I see this guy made it and pulled over to the curb. This guy's been hit, and apparently by this guy that struck my trailer. Ended up nosing out and got struck by the trailer because he didn't stop. So I go down there, I get the picture license plate, front end of the truck, ask the guy, that was the guy's son that was riding with him. That was his dad that was driving, he said. I said, what happened? You hit the truck back there. He said, yeah, we saw a puff of smoke. We tried to hit the brakes. They lost their brakes. And that's what happened. He said they lost their brakes and he couldn't stop. I would have rather him try, after the truck struck his nose. He had already been trying to turn. It turned him onto Conant off of 6 Mile. You could have just drifted up and let the back end of the truck stop because it wasn't going to do no damage. So, rode the curb and let the curb slow you down. But somehow, with no brakes, he managed to turn that corner, another corner, and another corner back out on the 6 Mile, and end up going down, striking another vehicle with the carriage cage he was hauling. He was evidently going to dump some trash, and he had one of those cage things hooked to the back of his truck, and that's what struck the guy's vehicle up there, grabbed the bumper and pulled the bumper off, pulled the corner of the bumper. But there was no damage. It wasn't Dirty Trucking fault, but I seen it happening. I said, this guy's gonna hit, and there wasn't nothing I could do, because you know, we can't maneuver the trucks that fast, and trucks don't maneuver that fast when you try to maneuver it out the way. So best I could do was try to swing my truck over into that turn lane on the Conant to see if I can swing my back end away from him so he wouldn't hit it. But when I thought about the matter, looked at the matter, the light was green for me. So now you got traffic coming up Conant as well as going down Conant. So I'm I don't want to say I'm glad it struck by the trailer and it turned him out the way, but yeah, it may have saved him from a worse accident, because that light was green, and if he had made it past the back end of my trailer, that oncoming traffic coming up Conant would have broadsided him, would have hit him on the side of his son, probably flipped the truck, or that traffic coming behind me would have broadsided the dad, and ain't no telling what would have happened. So hitting my truck turned him off the pathway of being broadsided from the traffic off of Conant coming and going. But he ended up making it back out on 6 Mile somehow and struck another vehicle when he should have just stopped behind me and been done with it. He'd have been all in the clear if he'd have just stopped there, because there was no damage to our vehicle, our trailer. So he'd have just had to deal with the damage to his truck. But no, he kept going and made it back out on 6 Mile and ended up hitting another vehicle and damaged that vehicle. Now, he was down there. Detroit police showed up, exchanging the information down there. So it turned into a worse situation. If he had just stopped, and I'd been on the phone with the boss, there's no damage to our trailer, so we didn't really need nothing from him. I took pictures of the vehicle where it happened at. I was glad the son and the dad was okay. Turned out to be okay, because that was a nice little strike. Because it's just like rolling out while the vehicle coming. Them wheels caught him and ripped the whole front end off, ripped the front bumper area off. It was laying back there in the street. So Saturday, Dirty Trucking trailer was in an accident. I'm gonna post the pictures and a link so you can look at the trailer. There's no damage. The side he struck on, and the damage to his truck. That's the dangers of driving equipment that is not properly taken care of, not inspected, or something unfortunate happens like that. His brakes went out as he was still coming and wasn't able to slow down and went across the light. But I was puzzled at how, if your brake was out, you was turning all these corners with that trailer hitch on the back. But his son said every time he tried to stop, the car was speeding up. So who am I to dispute it? Because I didn't see it. All I know, he wasn't behind my truck when I pulled over, and I had to go walk to the corner to locate where he was. And unfortunately, when I did, he had struck another vehicle. So this is Dirty Trucking reporting. There was an accident involving my trailer on Saturday, and I'm going to post a link so you can see what that caused. This is Dirty Trucking out. Peace out.